I don't really have a plan for this video. I'm just going to read you what I wrote in my journal just today, and hopefully you'll find some use out of it. So it is journal entry number 754, dated March 20th today. Raúl Castro got indicted today by the US. I had forgotten that I used to hold out hope for anything good to happen with my home country, much like how I have lost hope for the rest of my life. But today, I cried tears of joy and relief, knowing that one day soon, I wouldn't be so far away from family anymore. It got me thinking, why did I ever lose hope? Maybe because of all the horrible things I've seen and lived through in recent years that has zapped my hope for people. However, it was really an excuse for me to hide behind, to not reinvest in life again. Disappointment was everywhere for me, that trying to live again felt like a losing game. And yet here I stand. Cuba soon to be free, and my music slowly gaining traction from my content. Little by little, what we do does make a difference. Seeing that clearly now, I cannot sit here and have zero agency with my life. I have been blessed with the time, the tools, the skills, and the undying desire to live a life I had dreamed of since I was a child. To become more than the cards I was dealt, against all odds. Now, it is time for me to live. And mean it this time. Not to go too deep into backstory or anything, but basically, life has been difficult. I mean, it's been difficult for all of us. I think this generation has had to deal with a lot of different things that no other generations had to deal with before. The rise of technology, social media, vast connectivity, however, we're so disconnected from each other. AI now, definitely, and just the monotony of life. Even though monotony comes with life, this type of monotony is not really that great for us. We are creatures of habit, but when the habit is something that kills your soul every single day, it's not really productive and conducive to a better reality. Even though I wasn't born in Cuba, Cuba was always like the main thing in my life, especially in my childhood, because my first birthday was in Cuba. I visited the country many times before and know every one of my family members and talk to them on WhatsApp and all that. And the music was always playing. Artists like Celia Cruz, Pitbull, all the great Cuban artists were always around me. And oh wow, clear my throat a bit. And I always held that hope. One of my biggest dreams as a kid was to one day just take my family out of there, and it still is to this point, because I want them to enjoy the freedoms and liberties that I have. And now seeing that things are on the forward movement of change, it hit me like a ton of bricks, like, oh wait, things can change. It's been 70 years, but things are already starting to change. And as I mentioned in my journal entry, life has been particularly rough on my end. Many disappointments, many of my own creation. However, I am still, and I want you to take a good look at me. Me. Look at my room. The mess it is, the bed that's not made because I took a nap in it twice today. My messy nightstand, patch on the wall over there. Even my desk is a mess. It's just a bunch of papers and a laptop and other stuff. What I'm trying to get at with that observation is that everyone starts somewhere. Everyone's situation is different, but to lose, it's like a low grade depression where there's no desire for more life, which is all we really have. And when you lose that, you pretty much lose everything else. So with that being said, allow me to give you some perspective and some hope on the positive end, because even though I may talk very monotone and I've seen some of the worst in humanity, even from myself, things can change, period. For me personally, I've been taking my music more seriously. I've been making more content, and I actually got one video to go viral, funny enough, just an old video I made a year ago that I finally decided to finish, and it popped off. It's still getting likes and comments and shit. Some of my songs are actually coming up in my top songs now for my music pages, which is cool. Didn't really expect that. I'm recognizing more of my patterns and flaws, and recognizing that I am the awareness that everything arises from, and that's a whole another topic for another video. But that's a massive improvement. I've been clean off of drugs for a good while now. I had a little escapade, but it was pretty tame, to be honest. I just sat and thought about my life and journaled. which is great. Other than that, I've been clean. Nicotine still on these motherfuckers, because nicotine is my greatest vice. There is improvement, and even though from the inside looking out, everything feels so horrible. Everything feels like it is falling apart, and you don't know where to go. You don't know how to take a breath. But I'm here to tell you that just like the hope that me and my people have held on to for 70 years are finally seeing some fruit be born from that, you can hold on to the same hope for your own life. And I know there's a part of you that doesn't like to hear that, because that means you actually have to do something. Trust me, I get it. I can be lazy as shit. Give me water, nicotine, and like a phone, and I will just like disappear for like a week. That's not how to live life, no matter how much we find comfort in that. I think we just fall into this kind of loop where we forget that we have a choice with our actions, because it gets so easy to get stuck in the same kind of behaviors and actions that brought us to the same place or keep us stuck in the same place, without really realizing that we can break the pattern, even though it is uncomfortable. It's that resistance we have to fight against. And when you're able to look at it for what it is, just resistance, you're able to push past it pretty easily sometimes. So I hope this video helped you, if in any way possible. If you want to check out my work, links in the description below. And yeah, this has been Lazarus from the Resurrect, and I'll catch you later.